Hey everybody, it's Amy Graham, the Badass Valkyrie, and I wanted to take you through my May setup and how I am tracking my habits for the month and just show you what I am doing in this. Now this is a Chic Sparrow folio in the A5 size, and it is in the Prince leather, and I really love it. I really like the folio style. I didn't think that I would, but it has, it's been really nice with my cousin Avec from Hobonichi and my Wonderland 222 planner that I use to track my full year. This is the Wonderland 222 planner, and it has an entire year in this book. So, but it does not have any dailies. The Hobonichi Techo cousin Avec is a 6-month book, and it has months, weeks, and dailies in it as well. But it's only a 6-month planner. So, in order to make sure that I have both and keep everything the way I want to keep it, I use both in my folio. Now, some of you may wonder why I don't just use a Hobonichi cousin. It would be pretty much the same size, but I like having it set up this way, and it just kind of works for me. And I'll go ahead and show you how I'm using both of these. So, we'll start with the Wonderland 222 planner. And this is where I track my runs. Oh, I realized that I have not put in. I know that yesterday, I don't have my right pen. I'm doing them all in different things. But I have ran at least 2.15 miles each day. Yesterday I actually did 2.21. So this is where I'm tracking my monthly runs. And let's see, where did I put it all? January I did 27.15 miles. February I only did 14.68 miles. In March I did 50.6 miles, and in April I did 61.33 miles. So you can definitely see there's some differences there. I also put all of my monthly stats here at the bottom. So my average steps in January was 10,614. Obviously in February that went down because I was sick. Average steps in March were 10,857. And then they went up in April, 10,983. And I'm hoping to hit 11,000 in May. My average active minutes were 126 in January, 121 in February, 124 in March, and 121 in April. My sleep hours is what really improved. January, 17 hours and 17 minutes on average. February, 7 hours and 9 minutes. March, 7 hours and 52 minutes when it rose. Obviously, because halfway through March on the 13th, I started working from home, so I didn't have to worry about my commute. In April, I worked from home the entire month, 8 hours and 12 minutes. So my sleep has definitely been beneficially impacted by working at home, and I've been enjoying that immensely. So here is where I track my monthly routine, and this was January's. This was February's, and here I'm still trying to kind of figure out where I'm putting everything, and I wrote down my hours and number of runs and stuff like that here too, but then I decided in either late March or April to put it here, so because this is the first year that I'm actually using the Wonderland 222 planner for tracking. And this is largely where I put a lot of my habits, so just so you're aware of that. But this was January, this was February, this was March, and about the 13th, everything just kind of goes off the rails. And I'm okay with that. In April, I tried to get back on track, and as you can see, yeah, it didn't really happen. This is May, And so far, so good. I am tracking, and I'm going to turn this way for you guys. Getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, stretch and squat in the mornings in the AM, 2 miles or more per day, which I'm doing 2 miles, 2.25 miles. I'm trying to do that. 90 ounces of water a day, fasting from 8 p.m. to 10 a.m., making sure that I am taking my AM meds. I'm not tracking that. I'm trying to make sure that I do that because for some reason, since I've been home, it's been harder for me to remember to take my morning medication. So I'm trying to track that. Using my home gym for TRX strength training and yoga training. Obviously, that has not happened this week or this month yet, but it will. And I put it on there just so I can try to make sure that I get it in there. Loved on everyone. Making sure that I'm actually spending time with each and every one of my pets. Tear, the orange kitty, Heimdall, my gray kitty, Saki, my Yorkie, and then my husband. Just because now that I am home, it seems like less of a priority just because I'm always around them. But spending time with them and loving on each one of them is something very important to me, and so I just want to put it on there. My daily reflection, posting to my Twitter account daily, which I still have a hard time with, and I don't know why, because I post to Twitter for my office account, but I just kind of forget it. Working on a project or creating every night, reading, game time, trying to do one action item daily to help through getting my study finished and my den to where I want it to do. That's my biggest goal for May. 10K steps every day. I'm taking my PM meds and trying to get into bed by 10:30 every night. And usually it's 10:30, 10:45-ish, but I want to try to be in bed actually before 10:30. So that's my May goals. And again, I just put in here that I'm working from home. And then this is my weekly. I go in, and this was the end of April, and this was something that I started new. And it's just something that I wanted to start doing because in the world that we're living right now, finding positivity is very hard for a lot of us. And so I wanted 13 things that went well for the month. And my 13 things for April is I got to keep my job and work from home. I love being around my fur babies all day. I have been able to run outside almost every day. I ran 61.33 miles in April. I got to spend a lot more time with Greg. I spent way less money. I only had to fill my gas tank one time so far since March 13th. I have only filled my gas tank once, and it's still on half. It's kind of crazy. I am learning how to keep better habits in a stressful time. I got back into armor for the first time in over a year. I ordered plants for my garden, and I helped the women's shelter here in Salt Lake. Wasatch Gardens is a community garden, but their plant sale every year goes to help the Wasatch Women's Clinic, and I had not known that. And I was looking online to try to find my plant starts, and a friend of mine referred me there, and I was very excited that I got in and got some great plants, which I go pick up on Saturday. And then 13, I'm figuring out how to slow down but be productive at the same time. And my bonus is that Saki is still here, and she is thriving, and I am very thankful. No matter what else happens, I will always be thankful for this time that I've got to be around her and just constantly love on her and be here and have Greg be here with us too. And I know that she feels much happier. One, that she doesn't have to be kenneled, and two, that her people are always with her. So I love that. So back to basics is my May overview. So this gives you a review at the end of the month and an overview for starting your goals for the next month, which I love. And this is like really the first month that I've kind of done this. But my goal is back to basics for my Finding 52. my monthly to-do list. I've got to make an vet appointment for Tyr. I need to get a haircut, and I have that scheduled on the 10th. I need to get a teeth cleaning, and I have that on the 11th. And I need to prep my bike so I can start riding again. My goal is for 70 miles for the month, fasting from 8 p.m. to 10 a.m. every day, 10K steps every day, and I need to use my gym downstairs. Those are the ones that I'm really focusing on. And then some things that I need to get done in my study to finish up that project finally. So, tracking things like this, obviously in late March and April, I just kind of let things slide, and that's okay. I am okay that I did that, but I need to get back on track, and putting things down and tracking them helps me. You know, just having that list helps. And so if I can get some of those things checked off, I will be very, very excited. So then we go into the month, and this is the monthly view, and this is just where I put appointments and things like that. Or, you know, like I got a new boss yesterday. Today is Taco Tuesday, and Cinco de Mayo, so I'm very excited about that. This is this week. Oh, sorry, this was last week. And then this is this week, and I have not filled this out for starting today. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I have not sat down to start my day here, but I will be very soon. Here's where I put my daily gratitude and some things, anything that I need to pay attention to. This is where I have all of my new moons and full moons noted, with my stickers from the Prancing Doxy, and I love those. And put my appointments there. Things for work I put in here, all of that kind of thing. And then that's pretty much what I keep in here, just so that going forward in my cousin Avec, I know they both have weekly views, but this one is a little bit different. I put different things in this than I do in my Hobonichi, and it just is different. It's only from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And so I just kind of put certain things here. A lot of times I will write down what I've had for lunch or dinner or whatever in here. And so it's just kind of a catch-all. So it helps me stay on track. And if it's open on this weekly view, then I write things here. If it's open on the Hobonichi weekly view, then I put it there. Yes, there is some duplication, but I'm okay with that. It is a reminder that I need, and I like it that way. So in the back, there's just some notes and stuff, but that's it here. And then going into the cousin, this is my monthly view, and this is where I write down one good thing that's happened every day. And so I try to do that. This was April. You can tell certain days I just didn't do it. And as I have said before, I'm not someone that goes back and tries to fill in. I'm okay if it's empty. That is something that it just kind of tells me that week was heavy, or that I was just having issues and I didn't feel like doing it. But in February, I tried really hard. And in January, I did. So I'm hoping May looks like that. So there's that. And then we get into the weekly view. And this is this week. And I write down different things that I know that I need to get done that week. And then I just check them off. Some weeks they get done, some weeks they don't. This was last week. And if something happened out of the ordinary, I will put it down here and just kind of make a note of it. But like going to bed at 3:30 a.m. in the morning when I totally went off the rails. So yeah, this was one of the weeks in April. So as you can see, it's kind of different than it was back in March. Just because, you know, I'm not at the office. I'm not driving. I'm not commuting. I'm not having to make, fit everything in. And You know, I tried to do stickers for my water and stuff like that, and it was not helping. And so I have been trying to write them down and seeing if that will help. I've kind of found that like 30 ounces, I have a 31 ounce cup from Starbucks. It's their venti plastic cup that they sell, the reusable one. And so far, for the past couple of weeks, that has actually been the perfect amount. And then I walk downstairs, check on Greg, and get our big water cooler is downstairs in the basement. And so I'm able to fill that up, see Greg, and check on things, and then go back upstairs, which is where my office desk is. So this is this week. And so this is the weekly view. And then we get into the monthly. So I'm going to flip over here. This is where I put the goals for the month. And this was my April. This is how it kind of turned out. As you can tell, I did not get a lot of spring cleaning done because I didn't write anything down. That's okay. This is where I kind of keep that. And then I really liked the rainbow and the flag pattern from Cocoa Daisy. So I did that again for May. So here it is. This is May's goals. Renewal and rebirth is my theme. I'll write down my 13 things for May. If they come to me during the month, that's why I have them here. But at the end of the month, I'll put them back in my Wonderland planner. But my goals, 70 miles for the month, 10K steps, 90 ounces of water a day, fasting from 8 p.m. to 10 a.m., no soda at all, which thankfully I have been able to stay on for the past couple of weeks and complete the study. I'm waiting for my new iPad Pro 12.9 inch, my Miracle keyboard, and I have 2 Odd Girl inserts that I ordered. I got the Marvel Personal and the Marvel Standard. They're coming, and then I ordered a wood block, which is a block stamp, which is for my SCA household. And I am looking into reducing or changing my Cocoa Daisy subscription. Not getting rid of it, but just changing it and reducing it a little bit. So there's that. And Monday was, or the first was Beltane, and I had a lot going on, and I just spent the day outside doing different things and celebrating, and so I didn't write down a whole lot. This was Saturday. I got to see my brother, and realized that I have like a cyst on the back of my hip, and that had been causing my sciatic nerve to really hurt when I'm running. And I found a fix for that, and so it's been helpful. This was Sunday, and prepping for my macaron class, which I was so excited, and it turned out so well, as you guys saw yesterday. And then this was yesterday, and this is today. So today is Cinco de Mayo and Taco Tuesday. They fell on the same day, finally. And so Greg and I are doing a big kind of Mexican food theme for dinner tonight, and I'm very excited for that. And he is excited for Taco Tuesday. So we don't often do that, but we're kind of going to try to make it a thing. So that's where I keep all of this. And then I have various notes and stuff in the back. But as you can tell, this actually only runs through June. And so on June 30th, I will go into my new book. I can't believe we're almost halfway done with the year. And it's kind of been crazy. But this is my brain. This is Planner Prime. And this pretty much stays open on my desk when I'm at work or not. I grab it in the morning and update things, and then I keep it at my desk when I'm working. Then I use it for review at night. But this is where I track my habits. And this is where I update everything. And it tells me, did I follow through? Did I not follow through? Some of you may find not following through a negative, but it's not for me. I need to know when I'm going off the rails and when I'm not. And, you know, as I said before, I was giving myself too much permission to go off the rails, and that was creating a negative for me. And so I had to get back on track. Whether it's just writing down my water, anything that keeps me on schedule and paying attention. And that's what this is. This is a purple book of paying attention. You know, Hobonichi always says, this is your life book. Make it about your life. And it is. And it has, you know, there's pretty much, if you go back between my months, and so starting in January, if you go back through my months, and then you go through my weekly, you will be able to pull something out for that day. Through everything, this book can give me kind of a view of my day if I'm tracking my habits, if I'm trying and putting everything down the way that I want to. And it gives me my best view. You know, I wouldn't have any of this if I didn't have this. That's why I track my habits, because it tells me where I need to work on things and what's going on, and gives me kind of an overview. So there you have it. My brain in leather right here. Like I said, I call it Planner Prime because it has everything in it I need. If I were to get, you know, trapped on a desert island, or, you know, trapped at home for months at a time, I love this thing. It does everything I need it to. Yes, I do track things in other notebooks, but this is always the most up to date, and that's how I track everything. So hopefully this was helpful. If you're trying to get back on track with your habits, I have found that writing them down and tracking them somewhere is the best way for me to do it, and I need to do it in an analog way. I have tried doing things electronically, and I will say tracking my food when I'm trying to track like calories and all of that kind of thing does work best on my phone. But right now I'm not doing that because, as I said in the previous video, there are some things that I'm just not going to worry about right now. And that is one of them, is trying to track, you know, all of the different food that we're having and all of that kind of thing. I'm just trying to make sure that we eat every day. So there's that. So anyway, that's how I track my habits. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will try to get back to them as soon as possible. But otherwise, I hope you guys are having a great week and you enjoy Cinco de Mayo today. And, you know, I hope that you are all being safe and are well and healthy. So I will talk to you soon. And as always, spend the rest of your life celebrating, even while we're at home, and just trying to stay safe, because it is worth every moment of it. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.